So we just got out of the theater, Ghostbusters. Let's review this thing. Hello, people! Welcome to Opening Weekend. I'm Jordan K. Paul, and this week's guest is JamBoyd.
JamBoyd.
This week we went to watch Ghostbusters. Okay, spoiler-free review. Just quickly, give him something. Give him something.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I just being completely honest, it just wasn't that good.
It wasn't good.
I was really hoping they were gonna do something with the old characters, like something cool.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the script first?
Let's talk about script and the story.
Awful. Like there were so many like terrible punchlines. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even it was like who wrote it? Like who?
It seems like you know who it seems like SNL writers wrote it. That's what it seems. It seems like they were like, let's do this. Let's separate the movie into a bunch of little sketches. Is it what it seemed like? It was like, let's make a bunch of little sketches. Sketch. Here's a punchline. Here's a little punchline. Here's a little punchline. Here's a little punchline. Let's throw a little punchline in here.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't get on board with it.
It was punchline the movie.
Congratulations to Pringles for making their debut. That was
Pringles.
The most obvious one.
Freaking Papa John's. Papa John's is pretty, yeah, but Pringles though is like
literally came in with the vengeance. She was just carrying a bucket, like a thing of Pringles, just chilling out with it. I was like, that's kind of obvious.
Always facing towards Pringles for acting our favorite character, our favorite of the whole thing, even though they weren't all that great of people to pick from.
Well, I mean, it's not that the women were bad actors.
No.
Actors. It's just that what they had to work with wasn't good. I mean,
yes.
It's like the storyline wasn't anything special.
No.
I hated the villain. I hated the villain.
He was
not in a good way. Like his face.
I hated his face.
It was just everything he said. I just was like, God, I just want to punch you in the face. Like, I just want.
But then you think that's the point? You think that's why they did it? And that's not why they did it.
No, because it wasn't. They're not that. You want to hate the villain in a good way. Like I felt like if I slapped this guy, he'd be like, eh. You know what I mean? Like he'd be like, eh. Like, why'd you do that?
Yeah, he was underwhelming by a lot.
You have to have something that you like truly fear about the villain, and there was nothing that scary about the villain. Can we talk about the last scene?
The last,
that, spoiler, when they're having that moment together, when she dives in after her.
Oh God! Yes.
Okay, so spoiler. Don't watch this if you're gonna go see it, but don't see it because it sucks. She jumps into this portal hole.
Yeah.
After this girl. After her friend.
Yeah.
And then they have this moment where they're supposed to be holding on to each other, but they're obviously talking to one another.
Yeah.
So there's nothing.
And no, even before they reach each other, there's a shot of Kristen Wiig just on sitting on a green screen table with the thing, and it looks so dumb.
It was just like you want Ghostbusters to be good, like you wanted it to be good, and it sucked.
It was bad.
It was. I don't want to say it's because of the actors.
No.
The actors do what they can.
And
but like that, they just didn't have much to work with.
Yeah, and they impressed me, but that's the thing, they've impressed you in many times before acting in totally different movies.
They're great actors.
But this, imagine if they had done the original Ghostbusters cast passing the torch down to the new guys. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Cool.
That would have been cool. Let's talk about the original cast being in this movie as
shit characters.
Just horrible characters.
Just horrible.
They were like,
how are you gonna do that to the original?
Why did they take these roles? Yeah. Why did you say yes? Because guess what? You just ruined your own franchise that people. I
mean, they did it because of what the movie symbolizes. I think that's the only reason that they would do it.
Yes, but I would have agreed. If I was an actor, I would have agreed to something that would have helped the franchise build.
Right, but they can't rewrite the entire script for them.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Then I would have protested. I would be like, oh no. I would have been like, no, don't put me in that movie.
I don't think they really care at this point.
Money?
I'll be honest.
You think it was money? You think it was?
No, I just don't think that they care that much. Like, cause I mean, they.
Dan Aykroyd's like just selling vodka now, anyway. So tequila? What is it? Tequila or vodka?
There was some funny parts.
Yes.
It just wasn't. It was just not Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I mean,
Yes.
It wasn't Ghostbusters.
Yes.
It didn't have that classic, like, wittiness to it. Like, it was just like another blockbuster. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was just
a
another
blockbuster.
Yeah, just another franchise blockbuster. They're gonna see this because of money, just like Independence Day, just like because they're gonna see it because there was ones before, and that's sad. This is what that's like. I invited you to go see Independence Day,
Keeps on inviting me to these shitty movies.
and but then here's the thing: is it just because all the movies are shitty now? Maybe. Let's point out one character, Kevin, Chris Hemsworth. I'm sorry, but I would rather see my boy just wait it. He would have done.
Okay. I don't want to be quick to judge the actors because you know how it is. Being an actor, you got to work with what you have, and I don't think Chris Hemsworth is a bad actor. I just don't think he had a lot to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So personally, like, I blame the script. I really do, because it all goes back to the script. You know, because like they can only work with what the script gives them.
A lot of what he was doing was like physical stuff. I feel like it wasn't. I feel like they were like.
They made his character like. I understand what they were trying to do, but they made his character so fucking stupid.
It like
Like
extremely.
it wasn't funny anymore. They could have been more witty with that. They could have gone. I think about this. I'm like, who the hell comes up with this shit? And people are in the room like, good idea, Bob. Let's throw that in the movie. You're like, who the fuck told Bob that was a good idea? Actually, the first scene I did like when he was going.
Yes.
The thing. Like the first scene was
And
actually
that's
like,
the guy from Silicon Valley, which
Yeah.
it automatically, as soon as I saw his face, it automatically put a smile on my face, and I was
thought
like,
of The Office, but
is he in The Office too?
yeah.
He's great for in every role that he does, and I automatically made me start liking the movie, and then it was like downhill from there. I was like,
Things that we liked.
let's see,
The Katie.
Kate McKinnon, yes,
Yeah,
Kate. So
and,
yeah,
and like, well, her character was like she had the most to work with for sure.
yes,
Like, there were just like moments that are like the small moments that are funny to me. Like, what was it that she made a toast?
Yeah.
When she made a toast, and then she sits back down, and it was like a hard pause, and she goes, ugh. Because if you know people that aren't emotional,
yeah.
when they do shit like that, they're like, ugh. It's like hurts them in their gut. So that was funny.
That was hilarious.
And she killed it the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie. But she's good. That's the thing. She's been good at making up these characters that are.
She's just a weird girl.
Yes.
I did not understand. Like, we talk about sexism, we talk about racism. You cannot get a more token black person line
Oh boy.
than that girl had.
Yeah. Well,
Like I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember like everything she said. I was like, we talk about reinforcing stereotypes. That's what it is.
I think like in an interview she talked about it because they were like, oh my God, you took a character that was like whatever. She's like, well, guess what? I'm working. I'm actually working.
Yeah,
and
no.
and that's
what I said. You gotta work with what you got.
exactly, and that's what she did. She said, I gotta work with what I got. That's what they gave me, like, and I was like, okay, good. But oh my God, when she was slapping her, it was like, oh God, what's the line?
The power of pain compels you! Ow!
How can they put this in such a big blockbuster movie?
Yeah.
And it's just okay.
And
I mean, I get it. Like, things are funny, but like when you put one token person in there,
Oh,
like that,
boy.
like, that's just
Yeah.
it was just so blatantly obvious. It's just like
yeah, and
it's just like too in your face with it.
yeah,
you know what I
and-
mean? Like
yeah.
it was
Well, that's the
literally
thing, and
like-
her counterpart in the old movies is not. He's not bad. He's a very strong and smart person, and
Right.
she's like, I know the city. I'm like, oh, that's all. That's the only thing she brought to the team. She's like, oh, I know the city. I was like,
and I have a car.
I have a car.
That was what she brought to the team.
That's it. And I was like, oh, nice. Let's wrap this up. Final
Don't go.
final thought,
That's it.
and give it out of 10.
I give it 2 thumbs down out of 10.
All right.
Do that, math kids.
I say, please don't watch this movie. It's very bland, very not funny, a little bit racist, a little bit everything bad movie. You did it with Independence Day, you did it with this. Stop making these remakes and ruining them. I give it a 2. It had funny moments, so I give it a 2 out of 10.
2 thumbs down out of 10.
Two thumbs down. For next week, you guys can vote for either Lights Out, Star Trek Beyond, Ice Age Collision Course, or Absolutely Fabulous, the movie. So go vote on Twitter. Go follow James on Twitter at...
No one follows me on Twitter, but you can at JamBoyd. I
And-
say some funny stuff every once in a while.
And you can follow me at Jordan K. Paul.
Jordan K. Paul.
Hit that subscribe button right down there,
Right there.
right now.
Right, no, he's not pointing at his wiener, he's pointing at the subscribe.
Which way is it? Is it over there? All right, so I'll see you guys later. Keep dreaming. Peace out.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You gotta hold it, man.
I'm trying to hold somebody.